Hello, everybody. I'm here to talk to you about why everybody can do chair yoga. So, my name is Coco, otherwise known as Colleen Keel. I am daughter of Margaret Keel, granddaughter of Lois Rosansky, part of the Grand River Trail chapter of the DIR. So, I'm a 500-hour registered yoga teacher. That means I spent over 500 hours under certified teachers and instructors learning all about yoga. I'm registered through Yoga Alliance. I work at Divine Power Yoga and Massage in South Lyon and Brighton Yoga Center in Brighton. So I have been teaching almost 3 years. I teach in studio, I teach in gyms, I teach private one-on-one classes, I teach outside, I teach in the community through the library, which I really love. So I'm really passionate about movement as therapy, finding movement in our body to help us work through discomfort, trauma, emotional, or any kind of discomfort that sometimes we get into, right? We have all these ups and downs in our life, and a lot of times we can deal with those ups and downs, and sometimes we don't. So I am passionate about working through these issues in our tissues physically. I am passionate about making yoga accessible to everybody, whether you're an athlete or whether you have never taken a yoga class before. I'm also passionate about liberating limiting mindsets and empowering others, showing people that really the mind is the most powerful muscle we have. So I'm here to talk to you about why we need to choose to move, right? Nobody's going to tell you to get up and move every day. We need to choose ourselves to move. So when we move, our muscles contract, we load our connective tissues and bones, we increase our respiration and circulation. When we do this, we release particular hormones and cell signals telling our body what's going on, and just kind of giving this movement to our body tells our body if we need to use energy or store extra energy, if we need to strengthen muscles or tissues or ligaments, if we need to clear out any waste. So I like this quote on screen by a movement trainer that says the body will become better at whatever you do or don't do. You don't move, the body will make you better at not moving. If you move, your body will allow more movement. So movement is so simple. And even if that's getting up and taking a walk or participating in this chair yoga, which I will lead you through shortly. From the dawn of our civilization, our bodies literally were meant to move in all directions. But according to designtomove.org, in the past 2 generations, physical activity has dropped 32% in the US. We sit in cars, we sit at our desks, at our homes to relax. We have accustomed ourselves into a more sedentary lifestyle. And that necessarily isn't the most good for us. So here I am to tell you that according to the JAMA International Medicine Journal, adding at least 10 minutes of movement in your day decreases the number of deaths per year by 17%. So yoga is for everybody. You don't have to be flexible or in shape to integrate a daily practice into your routine. Literally 1 minute of movement is better than 0. Right? So in yoga, the Sanskrit word for yoga means to yoke, union, or to join. And I really like this because it's the lifestyle I live by integrating these 8 different limbs of yoga into my life. So on the screen, it tells you the different 8 limbs of yoga, which includes our outlook on the world, how we interact with the world, observing our senses, breath, breathing, and of course, one thing being our postures. So yoga is many things, but it's not just finding these fancy postures, these really complicated movements. in these cute clothes, posing for a picture. Yoga is so much more than that. I love chair yoga. Chair yoga is for everybody. Chairs don't take up much room. When you are on a chair, there's so many poses that are accessible for everybody, whether you're just sitting or you're in a wheelchair. The range of motion you can find when you're in a chair is really surprising. Allowing the chair to act as a prop can help assist you in finding a larger range of motion. Chair yoga is so great because literally you can do it anytime you're sitting, whether you're at your desk, at the dinner table, whether, you're even on the couch. Yeah. So, like I said earlier, moving is something we need to choose to do. Moving for 1 minute, let alone 10 minutes, is so much better than moving for 0 minutes. So I'm going to take you over to a video in which we're just going to move for about 10 minutes, moving through a couple simple postures that anybody can do. Take what you can, leave what doesn't serve you, and let's get into a little chair yoga. So coming down onto your chair if you're not sitting already. Hello everybody, Coco here for some quick little chair yoga. As you can see, I have a chair with no arms here. If you have a chair with the arms, maybe you can find something else. A folding chair works great, a dinner table chair works great. Most chairs are really excellent to do chair yoga in. As you can see, I have my chair on a yoga mat. That's because I do have some gliders on the bottom of my chair so it doesn't scuff my wood floor. So I place it on my yoga mat so that I wouldn't be moving around. I also have a block or a book just for later, for our last pose, to bring the ground up to me. So to begin in this short little practice, which you can do anywhere, at your desk, at your dinner table, as you're watching TV, as you're relaxing for the day. I love chair yoga because you can literally do it anytime you are seated. So first, finding the feet at 12 o'clock about hip-width distance apart. Finding the knees directly stacked over the ankles and feeling all 4 corners of the feet planted into the earth. Both big toe mounds, both pinky toe edges, both sides of the heel. Nice. Then starting to bring your awareness to your spine here. Rooting the sit bones, the center of the bum pushed into the earth, or into the chair here, and starting to draw the crown of the head up. Pulling the belly button into the spine here as you drop the shoulders away from the ears. Bringing the hands to wherever is comfy here. And we'll just begin our little chair practice today with just some conscious breathing. So as we get into this breath, our pranayama, our breath control, I will guide you through it. But what we're going to be doing is breathing through the nose, if that's available, through the mouth if not, and then we're going to exhale out through the mouth as if we're sipping through a straw. So finish your exhale here. And on our next inhale, we'll breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2. Breathe out through the straw for 5, 4, 3, 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to change our breath a little bit and we're going to breathe in. Pause at the top of it, not inhaling or exhaling. And then breathe out through the straw. Nice and steady. Again, breathe in. Pause at the top of it. Breathe out through the straw. One more time, breathe in. Pause at the top. Breathe out. Nice. Beautiful. Bringing the hands to the tops of the thighs or the knees if they're not there already. We're just going to start with some shoulder shrugs. On our next inhale, we're going to shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. And then we're going to exhale, roll them down and back. Inhale, start to pull them forward as we shrug them up to the ears. Exhale, down and back. 2 more times just like that. And down and back. Keeping a nice long spine, the sit bones rooted in the last time. And we're going to hold here for 3, 2, roll them down and back. Nice, beautiful. Still finding a nice long spine, the sit bones rooted down here. We're going to move into a couple cat and cows. So bracing onto our legs wherever we can find a little grip here. On our next inhale, we're going to start to pull our heart, our chest, towards the front of the room here. As we start to pull the back of the skull back, kind of creating like a double chin. Bracing into the legs here, we're going to exhale and inch by inch bring the vertebra to start to round as we roll our shoulders forward, tuck our chin. And then we'll move with our breath. Inhale, opening through the heart, skull towards the back of the room. Exhale, tuck the chin, round through the spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Our breath is so important as we move to let our body know that we're okay. Nice, 2 more times. Getting spinal flexion and extension. Moving our spine in the different ways that it was meant to move. Last time. And coming back to a nice neutral spine here. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to get into a little twist here. So I'm just going to move my orientation so you all can see me. So finding our knees planted over our ankles here. We're going to bring our right hand behind us alongside the chair, grabbing onto the chair. Bringing the left hand onto the knee here. We're going to start to pull that right shoulder onto the back body as we begin to draw the crown of the head up. Rooting down through the sit bones. Big breath in. Feel the ribs splay out here. Use that back hand to help pull you back as maybe, just maybe, you begin to take your gaze over that back shoulder. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more time. Big breath in. Big breath out. I'm going to move my orientation again. Stay right where you're at. Let's take that to the second side, bringing the right hand on the left knee, and the left hand maybe onto the base of the chair, maybe onto the back of the chair. Big breath in, root down through the feet, root down through the sit bone. Draw the crown of the head up as you start to pull your left shoulder onto your back body. Big breath in. Try to keep the spine nice and stacked here. The shoulders over the hips. Maybe the gaze goes behind you. Big breath in. And big breath out. Come back through center. Nice. We want to move the spine in all directions that it was created to move. Nice. Beautiful. All right. Planting down and through the feet. We're going to extend the hands out in front of us. We're going to start to open and close them into fists. Open and close them into fists. And then go a little faster. And then start to go faster. We're starting to wake up all the stabilizer muscles in the wrists and the forearms. And go as fast as you can. Opening and closing. Maybe one goes faster. For 3, 2, 1. Drop the hands down. Nice work. Shrug the shoulders around. And we'll drop the chin into the chest. I'm sorry if you hear crying. That is my dog. Dropping the chin into the chest, keeping the spine nice and long. Roll the right ear towards the right shoulder. Back through center. Left ear to left shoulder. Back through center. Take the gaze up towards the front of the room. Maybe to even where the wall and the ceiling start to meet. And exhale, drop the chin to the chest. One more time, inhale the gaze up, maybe a little bit higher. Careful not to crank the head too far back. Be mindful here. And exhale back. Nice, let's take a few cat and cows once more. Inhale, pulling the heart forward. And exhale, rounding through the spine. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Nice. All right. So from here, keeping the left foot planted down, we're going to start to reach for that right leg here. And maybe this is what this looks like, crossing the right ankle over the left ankle. Maybe you cross it over the shin here. Maybe if you have a prop or a block, you can create kind of like a little kickstand. Maybe you can grab onto your pants and help grab your ankle all the way onto your knee. Just yes or no here. Beautiful. We're just going to hang out like this for a few breaths, keeping the foot nice and flexed, creating this little square with the hips. Again, if this isn't available here, if you can cross your legs, that's great. If you can cross the ankle or even just kind of bring that right knee out to the side, that's great. Finding a few more breaths here. And there's options here, as there always is in yoga. You can stay nice and seated. You can start to tuck the chin into the chest. Maybe it feels good to fold over that front leg. Big breath in and let it out. We'll slowly sit back up and we'll take it to the second side. Maybe bringing that left ankle over the right ankle, the shin. Maybe grabbing on for your pant leg and helping assist yourself here. Yeah, lots of sensation. So not looking for any pain or pinching. You might feel an intense sensation, but if it's pain, please back off. If you can sit with a little bit of discomfort, then see what's available for you here. Nice. So creating this figure four, this kind of square, as we start to open up the hips here, as we start to breathe into our knee and to our ankle. Nice. You can stay here. You can start to tuck the chin around through the spine to start to open up through that back meridian line of myofascia, or connective tissue. You can drape your body over that leg if that's available. One more big breath here. And slowly sit all the way back up, bringing both feet on the ground. We're just going to popcorn the knees up and down, coming up onto the toes a few times. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to reach the arms out in front of us, and exhale down. Inhale, reach the arms up, maybe a little bit higher than the shoulders, maybe not. Exhale down. Inhale, can you lift the arms as high as you can? And exhale down. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale, lifting. Exhale. Coming back to that pranayama, that breath. Inhale. Exhale out through the straw. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the hands down. All right, we're going to come into our last pose. And we're going to slowly start to walk our hands forward as we start to drape ourselves over our legs. This is a great spot to have your block or a book if you would just like some assistance here with your hands. You can bring your hands out onto the table if you're at your desk. You can bring your hands out to another chair. As we're folding here, our goal is to keep our knees nice and bent and start to breathe into our back body. Letting the head drop down here, tucking the chin, taking nice big breaths in, and letting them out. One more time. And out. Slowly walking the hands back up the knees here. Taking a nice long seat with your spine. And congratulations, you just did yoga. If you'd like to check out more, I have attached some links to other YouTube videos. Thanks so much. So I have a few more options. If you would like to join me in some more chair yoga, you can go to the Brighton District Library YouTube page, or you can Google chair yoga with Coco. That's my dog saying hi again. So thanks so much for all of your time, for all of your effort, and for taking the time to make your life filled with a little bit more movement.
Have a great day.